Good morning. I'm getting a weather alert right now that
Right now, Colombia, it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny
I don't trust them
skies.
things.
Today's forecast has thunderstorms.
Computer, cancel. I'm getting a weather report now. It says breaking news: Dorian strengthens to Category 5 hurricane. Catastrophic strike in northwest Bahamas. Okay. For everybody that was with me yesterday for 4 hours. I had no idea I was on that long. 4 hours. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But if you go back and see that video, what you will see is it was for the good. It wasn't too much jiving around, right? Okay, there we go. I'm trying to get everything in focus here. Hey, Linda Martin, you back. Good to see you. Good to see you. What we gonna do, I stayed up a little late writing all of this stuff down, these lists to go in the buckets, and what I saw. Let me get in here so I can see everybody, because today won't just be me rattling, and I'm not gonna be on that long. We're gonna be on here as long as we have to be. Let's put it like that. This is the Greenhouse Cafe, and this is about the storm that's coming our way right now. So welcome to the Greenhouse Cafe. We're going to recap on the video that we did yesterday if you were here. I'm gonna get in here because this is going to be exchanging content today. Because what I did was go in, and the best I could, I'm gonna go back again and reread some of the, before we get started, if you have a notepad, a computer, pen, paper, whatever, however you plan on keeping your list, this is a good time to get it, because what I plan on doing now is going through and recording, because you guys had a lot of ideas. So we're going to exchange ideas. I'm going to share you everything on the list that I said yesterday. I'm going to just read it off. And you guys had a lot of good ideas too. So I'm going to be writing that stuff down myself, because I saw one that I was like, yeah, why don't I got that? And I'll tell you about that later. And I think it was Stephanie Valdez that said it. But I went back in the comments, read everybody, because a lot of people had a lot of great, simple, cheap survival techniques to prepare. For some reason, I can't see okay, now I can see the live chat. Okay, I got Linda Martin in the house. Frederick Crow, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Okay, so what we're going to do is exchange those ideas. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning. I ain't even had my first sip yet, so I'm foaming at the mouth here. Ooh. I was a little dehydrated yesterday, so I couldn't have no coffee. So, good morning, Creator J. So what I want to do, I'm just going to get started, because I don't want this to be a long video. I just want this to be a recap from yesterday. And one of those is, good morning, Hypocentric. I'm going to say a few ones that I saw from yesterday, which was off the chain. Okay, the one was the tuna can wax wicks. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. I'm gonna write that one down. And I think that was Stephanie Valdez that said that. Tuna can wax cardboard wick. I know about that, and you know what? I've never done it, but it's ingenious. Where you take a piece of cardboard and you roll it up real tight, a little strip, like the width of a tuna can. Roll it up. Good morning to Max. We just doing a recap. Roll that cardboard up and put it inside of the tuna can, and then you melt wax or Crisco into that. So the cardboard serves as a wick, and it's burning the fuel, which is the wax or the oil, and it lasts a long, long time. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. We going over the recap from yesterday. Okay, yesterday's video was 4 hours, and I'm going to try to condense that into all the knowledge that we all had today. I wish everybody was here today so they can explain their ideals of some of their survival packs, because some of the stuff that they had in their packs I thought was great, and I wanted to add it to my pack. And like I said, this channel is about exchanging information. It ain't just you listening to me telling you how to do something. It not this channel. This one is we all in this together. So, ooh, this coffee is banging. So right now, I know it's not many people in here, but if you, I know, Max was in the house yesterday. Linda Martin was definitely in the house. Linda Martin, you had some ideas yourself. I saw you a lot, and I can't remember everything, but you had some good ideas too. Every idea that you come in, remember, anything anybody can remember. Yet, Max, yes, I made all the lists. Lady Led told me each list goes in each bucket. So, yeah, I had to do that before I went to bed. Matter of fact, I still got to clean this table up. I put a lot of it away, but it's a lot of stuff I still got to put away. I got tired. So, yeah, I made the list. So, I'm going to be sharing that momentarily. I'm going to wait till, I'm going to try to wait till I get 20 people in the room, but that's not even necessary. I'm going to wait 7 minutes. And 10-minute mark, I'm going to start spewing off my list. So you can write it down or on your computer or your iPad or whatever smart device, pen, paper, however you plan on doing it, okay? Good morning, FR Sal. How you doing? Michelle Yee said it was very informative and entertaining for 4 hours. For 4 hours? What's wrong with me? I was talking for 4 hours. I should work on Home Shopping Network or QVC. You know what I'm saying? That ain't all the way sane. I'm just saying. And I'm talking about myself. I'm gonna need another hit of this coffee in a minute. Oh, God. So, okay, yeah. Good morning, FR Sal. How you doing? And so here we go right here. We got a minute and some change left. We got, I think we got it's either 9 or 13 people in the house. And then I'm just going to start rolling. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start with the food list, because the more I look at my list, and last night as I was putting things away, I kept thinking of more and more stuff that I could use. I thought of one food item that goes a long way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write that down now so I can spit that. One of the food items was grits. Grits go a long way, and they swell up like rice. And you can carry a lot of it in a small compartment. You don't need to have a whole 5-gallon bucket of grits. You can feed a whole family on just one container of grits. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like a pound or something like that. 2 pounds of grits. And oatmeal. Long way. I'm thinking of things to swell up and keep you full for a long time and get your energy up at the same time. That stuff I will be adding to the arsenal today because that storm is still coming. So if you guys can remember anything, okay, we at the 10-minute mark. I'm gonna just start spitting. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read off what I have in my blue bucket. I'm gonna read off what I got in my blue bucket, okay? All my food stuffs. And going through the cabinets and found, I don't know who bought that. Some chicken broccoli cheese. I think this might be my daughter's when she was still living here, but nobody will ever eat that mess. It goes in the bucket. So I'm gonna talk about the food bucket first, okay? So if you have anything to add, now remember what we're trying to do is be efficient, meaning something small can turn into something large. And we're also getting things that easy to carry. It don't necessarily have to be nutritious, okay? In a survival type situation, you know, veganism is pretty much, you might be shit out of luck doing that kind of stuff, right? When you get out there, you got to eat what you got to eat. 9 times out of 10, you might end up being a vegan or vegetarian because you're going to be eating a lot of grass in survival. You're going to be eating a lot of green stuff. So that I take that back. You might become a vegan just by the situation, because you got to know what kind of foods to eat out there in the open. If you are out in the open, you got to know a weed from some poison or something, you know, something's edible from poison. Okay, 2Max says, yes, you were on here for 4 hours, but you stayed on track. I know that's rare, right? Stayed on track and on point. It was like a college lecture class. Great, thank you very much. I tried so hard. A couple times I veered off at the end because a couple things kind of got me with the military and labeling. That got to me. So I veered off, but I, like Book of Eli, I stayed on the path, tried. So for 4 hours though, whew, it's rough. Okay, I'm gonna put this, let me see if we can all even, you might not even be able to read my handwriting. I'm gonna do that so just in case people can just screenshot that to make that a little bit more simple, okay? I'm gonna so you can screenshot that. I'm gonna do that with each list, and then I'm gonna read it off. Why would they hide this? This is Frederick Crow says, add a bag of dry peas. Where did it go? Oh, add a bag of dry peas to your bucket for variety. This, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't care about variety. I care about surviving. If I gotta keep eating rice over and over and over again until I'm back into civilization, that's what I do. I don't care. See, that's when I start talking about some, wait, grab the paprika and the sage. That we doing too much. But dry peas, the reason I have them, but you know why I don't put them in my bucket? They take up too much space. I know that sounds crazy. Rice takes up less space. Lentils take up less space. Peas take up more space. That's the only reason I don't have them in the thing. But you can add it to your list. I try to fit as much stuff in these buckets, even down in the little gaps between the bottles and everything, as I possibly can. Okay, let me see. Yes, you will. Okay, so my number one thing I have in this bucket, that I'm showing you everything that fits in that 5-gallon bucket. This is the list. Everything fits in there. Instant oatmeal is a must. Yep, just wrote it. Instant oatmeal is a must. All you have to do is add a little water. Instant mashed potatoes. That's a good one. That's a good one. Instant mashed potatoes. That's a good one. Everybody should write that one down. That is a good one. That'll fit a lot, and that'll feed a lot of people, because a little bit of that mashed potato powder crumbs make a bunch of potatoes. It's like rice. It swell up. I'm writing this stuff as y'all writing it too. So what we're doing today, you guys, we are sharing information from either something, even if you've seen it on TV, you might not even know how to prepare for a situation like this, but you saw something good on TV. Don't be one of those people like, I don't really know how to do it, so I'm not going to speak up. This is lead you talking to. If you know of a good idea, say it. It might help somebody. See how I was like, well, peas ain't gonna work for me, but they might be right up your alley. So everybody should bring your ideas, even if you saw something cool on TV, if you saw a video on YouTube and it's just worked. It don't necessarily mean you have it or you're doing it or you're preparing like that. It doesn't mean just you. It's if you know something cool, you got it. Bam. Linda Martin, that's what you said yesterday. And I went back in the comments. Powdered milk for babies. You might have infants with you, or it might be infants around you. Powdered milk. That is going on the list. And I still have room in this bucket. Powdered milk. Okay, I'm starting a whole new list on the side here. Okay, 2 Max in the pack say, plus we can use dry rice and a little bit of water to clean crevices in small bottles. Exactly. And you know something else too with that dry rice? Somebody said, I think that was Stephanie Valdez too, coffee grounds, because Stephanie Valdez is ex-military. Either ex-military or she's still active, I'm not sure. But she was like, coffee grounds. Coffee grounds, you can also scrub your body clean with coffee grounds once you're done drinking the coffee. You know what? Never thought of that, but she's so right. You know, help you scrub the dishes, whatever you need to do. Okay, Bad Boy Rome, dry fruits, herbs, and meats cut into bite-sized pieces. Excellent, because you know what I do have? Jerky. I keep jerky, because you can tear into that, get your protein back up, and you ain't got to sit there. That's one of those things, you ain't got to sit there and eat a whole bag of jerky meat. You sit there, tear you off a couple snatches of jerky meat. That's going to keep you going for a little while longer. So I am going to say dried meats cut up into bite-sized dried meats. That's a good one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I put the picture of the list up. I'm going to just read it off to you, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly what's in this bucket. Number 1, 12 cans of tuna fish. 4 cans of Vienna sausage. 6 cans of Spam. 2 1-pound bags of pinto beans. So that's basically 2 pounds of pinto beans. 1 big 40-ounce jar of peanut butter. 2 pounds of lentils. 4 pounds, is really in there, was about 5 pounds. 5 pounds of white rice, because one of the bags was I added together with something else. 1 pound of plain old iodized salt. 1 bottle, which was, I think that was like, I'm going to say that was about 20 ounces of cooking oil that I put in a Gatorade bottle. No, that was a coconut water bottle. So, right here. So that's about 20 ounces of cooking oil that could be used for all kind of stuff. Cooking, rubbing on your skin, all kind of stuff you could use that for. And 1 can of that chicken broccoli crap, this. But see, all of that we went over, I'm going to put it back up again for the people that want to screenshot it, okay? all of that stuff that we went over, I went into detail with each and every one. But it took us that long. But see how fast that was? It's not as much stuff as it sounds like. It's just all the stuff that you can do with it takes about 4 hours to explain. So that's the food bucket. I'm going to stop between lists and read your comments, because this won't just be me talking today. This is a discussion. Okay. Let me get in here. Smokey says instant oatmeal. Okay, we got Smokey. Oh, I've never met Smokey. How you doing, Smokey? Good to see you, my friend. 2 Max says plus we can use dry rice. Got that one. Linda Martin says powdered milk for babies. Even if you don't have babies, somebody will. And you know that's one of those things you can't ignore. A baby crying somewhere, even if they ain't your child. So that's a must. That's being humane, being a good human. It ain't for you, because you ain't gonna put a gun in my head and make me drink no powdered milk. But somebody baby need that. So yeah. Okay. Baby boy said, okay, baby boy said dry fruits, herbs, meats. Yeah, we got you. FR Saul says, what are you going to do with just plain peanut butter? Survive, my friend. Do me a favor with that question right there. What I want you to do is Google peanut butter and all its uses. Not only can you cook with it like cooking oil, you can lubricate things. You can put it on yourself. You can put it on just the reason why the peanut was one of the most awesome inventions ever, or discoveries, if you will. You need to go and look at the peanut and peanut butter and how much protein it gives you, how much energy it gives you, how much you need of it to give you all of those essentials. Peanut butter is number one. Peanut butter, that's like forget all of this and just fill all these buckets with peanut butter. So look into that, okay? Because it'll take me all day to explain. It ain't just you. All of this stuff, my friend, you don't just use one item like rice. You ain't just going to sit there and eat no rice. Put a little bit of tuna fish with the rice. Now you got your starches, you got your proteins. Some of this stuff, you gotta do a little research yourself and learn what this stuff is good for. That's why I don't have all of that extra ordinary stuff in my pack, because it's unnecessary. I don't need gravy on my potatoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't need diced carrots and truffles and shit. Like, I don't need that. So peanut butter is essential. Okay, I'm gonna get back in here. This video should be linked to the news. Everyone needs to know this. Yes, they do, but they don't. It's almost like they don't want everybody to live, because this should be on TV every day and not on the prepper show, because they gets ridiculous sometimes. You know, they do that for entertainment purposes, I understand. So that's where people get some stupid ass ideas from. But I'm gonna stay on the path. Stay on the path, you guys. We got a lot to go over. Okay, Linda Martin said, no, let me go back. And thank you too, Max. Smokey, is this for long-term storage? Yes, it is. All of it is. All of this is for long-term storage. Linda Martin, FR Saul, peanut butter goes with a lot of things like crackers, apples, celery, and me personally, I love peanut butter. Matter of fact, Lady Led had to get me to stop eating that shit so much, because I will sit and eat a jar of peanut butter straight out the bucket, son. I will. I will. If you do me a favor, FR Saul, this is what I want you to do. A little homework for you, my friend. Where is it at? It's all the way down there. Get you some peanut butter, a spoonful of peanut butter, and get you a spoonful of honey. I don't care where your honey came from not on this tip. Mix that peanut butter with that honey. Taste it right on a spoon, and then hit me back and tell me what you think. Paradise, son. Paradise, cheap paradise. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, okay. Michelle Yee says, FR Saul, he has honey to eat along with the peanut butter, and peanut butter equals a little bit of protein. Thank you. FR Saul, he doesn't have crackers in his bucket. No, this is about survival, man. See, when this is why I'm making this video, because a lot of people just don't know. They've never been in this situation where a storm is coming, a storm is hit. They've never been in this situation. So these questions aren't stupid questions, you guys. These questions are from somebody that just don't know. They've never been in a messed up situation. And those are the people that's standing on a rooftop waving for help. So that's why I'm making these videos, to help people like that. Maybe they might not end up on that rooftop. Maybe they will be the one floating down the middle of the street in 12 feet of water on an airbed. You dig what I'm saying? So we can change that together. We can change and make have more people survive than just by having just a little bit more knowledge about reality, because that's reality. That's our reality now. Staying on the path. Okay. FR now that makes more sense, but eating straight peanut butter is going to make you want water. No, it will not. No, it won't, because peanut butter is oil. That's not going to make you want water. Now, if you just scoop a big hunk of peanut butter and put it in your mouth and choke on that, now you was dumb enough, you going to get what you deserve. But no, it won't. And that ain't how you eat it. Okay. Frederick Crow, peanut butter is straight protein. I use it at work when my sugar level drop to get my sugar back up. I am a diabetic. I'm telling you, man, I'm not telling you none of this stuff because I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Frederick Crow. Linda Martin, flotation devices. I touched on that yesterday. And I ain't talking about going out and buying no river rafts and stuff. That cheap stuff. One of them little twin size air beds. One of those little, you know, the kids play with the dinghies in the pool, the little circle, and they be sitting in the middle of that, them little dinghies, that, because you can blow it up real quick with your mouth. My son has asthma. Even he can blow one up, so I know you can pull it off. Blowing up one of those quick little dinghies, they fit right in your bucket, and I have them. They fit right in your bucket, and you can have about 2 of them in there in a pack. Flotation devices is everything. I don't care if it's a beach ball. A beach ball. And I'm just thinking of that myself. I'm going to put that on my list too. Beach balls, because they're inflatable and they're flotation devices. These buckets, when you empty them and you put the lid back on them, turn into flotation devices. Because floating that could be the meaning between life and death. Okay, we got beach balls. Okay. L. Thompson say, grew up on peanut butter on everything. Me too. Me too. It's literally one of my favorite foods of all times. Actually, that's one of the foods we have in our house where I eat a bunch of it, take a jar to work. I got a jar of peanut butter in my truck right now. You can leave it in the heat. You can leave it in the cold. It ain't going bad. And I have those jars all over the place, all in the cabinet. A couple half-eaten jars or something, you know. That's my fault. Because that's my junk. Let me see. Linda Martin said, tell him, Led. Thank you, babe. FR Saw, I'm going to Google peanut butter uses. You're going to be surprised. You'll see. Because it ain't just for consumption. You can use it just like oil, like cooking oil. You can lube stuff with it. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. No, I would just leave if I knew a hurricane was coming in my area. FR Saw, you clearly have never been in this situation. Never. Because you would just leave. How would you just leave? In your car, on the highway, and just go to another state? Don't you think the reason why people die is because everybody has that same thought. Everybody in the car and everybody pack up and let's go. And then you have hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people jammed in highways. And when that storm hit, the floods come and they die. Where are you going to go in the middle of the highway? And the flood water start rushing across. You gotta, when you watch the news, just don't take that in and just think, oh, poor damn people. They all got messed up. You need to take that knowledge, because it's knowledge that the news is reporting to, not just foolishness for their media and for their views. It's also so you to look at that and say, okay, don't be driving over no flooded bridges in the car, because clearly that never works. To me, when I watch the news and I see people over and over again, when they try to drive through that flooded water and get swept away, and then their kids end up dying, and then they're the one that live and they on the roof of the car and a helicopter got to come get them. Okay. How many times do you got to see people die like that? Now, those are just the ones that the cameras caught. Imagine how many other ones that got swept away that the cameras didn't see so they could show it to you. You understand? So to me, that's the equivalent of, in my day, when the crack epidemic was going on, how many people you got to see turn into a crackhead before you figure out, maybe smoking crack is not a good idea, because they turn into zombies. You know what I'm saying? I know some of the hardest, corest people, or the sweetest people for that matter, get hooked on crack. So if I know your mind is strong, can't nobody do nothing with you. But if crack can break you down and make you juggle another man's balls against your will just for the love of crack, it turned some of my big homies into some ball juggling crackheads. That clearly told me that's a bad idea. So what I'm saying is, how many people I got to see get washed away to realize me trying to leave at the last minute, evacuate at the last minute across these highways ain't one of the best ideas in the world. Early evacuation. If you don't get out early, you better hunker down and be full of peanut butter, bruh. That's all I'm saying. It's common sense, man. I can't teach you common sense, okay? All right. Everybody always say, we'll just leave. Yeah. To the upper room. All right. Michelle Yee, great idea with the flotation tubes, beach balls. I've never seen them on clearance these days as the stores are transitioning into fall season. They got them at the Dollar General and the dollar store. Ask Miss Linda. She'll tell you. They still trying to get rid of that summer stuff. FR Saw, hurricanes gives you plenty of note. Okay, FR Saw, you'll be the one on the roof, bro. Clearly, because you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it, man. I mean, you my dog, but man, I'm telling you, this is not a game today. This ain't about whether your tomato died or made it. This is, you're either going to die or you're going to make it. And if you just don't believe it, that this can happen, I am living proof that it happens. I'm not doing this for views, homie. I'm doing this to help somebody. I got a video. If you go back and look at it, you can see it. It's old. Hell, I might not even be able to find it. Go back in my video. You know what easily I even look like now. Look at it 3 or 4 years ago when I did that video, and that was the aftermath. I was in the middle of some shit that I ain't never seen in my life. I ain't never felt so afraid. Like, ain't nothing I can do. Good morning, Stephanie Valdez. How you doing this morning? So, okay, I'm going to keep going there. If I said, I'm not arguing with you, anyone about this, but it's not like you don't have a long time to leave. Okay, bro. Because you're healthy, you got legs, you got arms, you can leave. What about the people that can't just up and leave because of their disabilities or their age? You got to think about everybody when you think like this. You can't just think about yourself. and your health condition. You have to be preparing for everybody, because guess what? The reason I make sure I do this, because my mom can't just jump up like I can and start trekking down the road. Some of these preparations I make is to take care of my elderly mother. See what I'm saying? Or my handicapped neighbor. I don't never do this stuff just for me. The reason I want as much food as I can get in a little bit of space I get, because it's not just me I plan on feeding. If somebody else, like she said about that powdered milk, somebody's crying baby. Somebody else might need some help too, man, even a little bit more than me. So this is about all of us. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Even though they notice a lot of people jobs only let them leave hours before it hit. Example, the casinos here on the coast does that every year. And I was a nurse. We couldn't go nowhere. So when a storm hit and you in the hospital and you on the floor working, you're not going anywhere, because you got a whole doggone 8-story building full of injured and sick and dying people. And the only thing between them, that storm, is you. So I understand that. In some jobs, when they say nobody leave, like if I'm building cars and they tell me I can't leave, you go straight to hell. But if I'm there to save people's lives, I chose that. And I have to stay there. I have to do my part to save all of these people's lives. But you got me I'm working at the Dollar General or something, you must be foaming at the mouth. You think I'm going to stay here with y'all about these cars or this inventory of bullshit that we ain't doing nothing but help kill the public with the shit that we sell? Please. Okay, Smokey says, Led, as a female who handles all of my family business, I recommend having an emergency binder. One binder, that's a good one, with all of your information in it. Passports, birth certificates, insurance binder. Yes, emergency binder. Put that on the list. As you can see, it take me a long time to write. That got to start by it, because that's important. Because once you gone and you out there on the road and maybe your house got washed away or swept away or what have you, don't nobody know who you are. You got a lot of stuff to prove once you get out there. Okay. And that's how the insurance companies get you too, because once that stuff is all gone, they gonna make you prove, okay, we owe you $300,000. They ain't just gonna hand, oh, your house got swept away, well, here's some cash. They ain't doing that. Okay. Let me see. Everett Smith, good morning, Green Organic Love. Everett Smith, we just recapping on what we talked about yesterday, and I'm actually putting a list up today, okay? And I am asking of you guys to help me out in all of the great ideas that you had yesterday that I read in the live stream. I stayed up all night and watched this over again. All the great ideas that you guys had in the live stream and in the comment section, we're going over that again. And we're writing those new ideas of yours down along with the list that I put up. So, okay, we're at the 38-minute mark. In 2 minutes, I'm going to put up the next bucket. Pets will, okay, but go back up. Evan Smith, that's right. My son has multiple food allergies, so I have to prep extra stuff for him. Don't forget your pets too. See, when it comes to pets going to end up eating what we eat. Because, I mean, once you start getting all specialized, then you starting to put yourself out. Trust me, your pet don't need Calcan. Your pet will eat this peanut butter too to survive. I know y'all like y'all pets and they your babies and stuff, but just like a kid don't like liver. Let a kid get hungry enough. He gonna eat it. Okay. So not 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't pack no specialized pet food. Your pet will eat what you eat. I promise you that. May not be the best for them, but honestly, half this shit in this bucket ain't the best for me. Spam, Vienna sausages, potted meat, and corned beef hash and shit. That ain't the best for me. But that ain't we ain't on no health kick right now. Okay, we ain't in the storm on a treadmill. We are trying to live to see tomorrow so we can get our health back. All right. Stephanie Valdez says, yes, emergency binder. I lived in a foreign country, and when they said you have to go, pick up that binder and go. Simple. That I put a star by that emergency binder down here. I put 2 stars by that because I'm gonna get cracking on that right now because that's something I have all my paperwork in a folder, but I am going to make copies of it now and put all that stuff in an emergency binder. So all of our passports and social security cards, everything, birth certificates, insurance papers, mortgage papers. Okay, now, so that's I like that emergency binder. That's very important. That get an A+ to me. Hypocentric, everyone's personal information on paper. Good. That's a good one. Emergency contacts, hypocentric, that was A+. Emergency contacts in that emergency binder. So I'm gonna link those together. That was great. Okay, we at the 40-minute mark. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on to the next list of mine. Okay, this is you guys' list here. This is mine. This one is this is one of my emergency ones. Okay, so get ready. If you're ready to write down or type or whatever you're ready, here we go. I'm gonna put it up so you can screenshot it, and then I'm gonna read it off. That one is a little long, so I'm gonna do, here we go, let's do this. I hate doing this. Oh, nope, it's not. It's locked. My orientation is locked. Oh, no, it's not. So hold on. Can you see that whole thing? Okay. It said my orientation was locked, but clearly it wasn't. So, okay, I'm going to read off my list. I did that so you can screenshot the list too, okay? 2 magazine pack. I love my pets, but they will be let go because they can survive better than us. Very true. People don't think that. You got it, Linda Martin. Thank you very much. Okay. So now I'm going to read it off to you guys. What I have in my bucket. Which one is it? This guy. This guy here. Still space for everything else. All right. Number 1. I got 2 6x8 tarps. 2, I got a little box of fishing hooks. They don't cost nothing at the store. Playing cards. Very important to keep your mind going. I got about 4 sets of scissors. You don't need that. All you need is one good pair of sharp scissors. I got about 100 feet of, I keep calling it rope. It's not rope. Damn it, I kept saying it yesterday and I kept forgetting. Not bungee cord. Y'all help me out. Y'all know what it's called, and my mind is drawing a blank. I can't pull it out this minute. Paracord. Because it's so strong and you can get it at any pound. Paracord, right. Thank you, Starduster. I could not think of that yesterday to save my life. I kept calling it rope. Because people will go and buy some rope. And rope, it's big and it's bulky and it's hard to maintain. Right. This will take, what yours will take 550 pounds. This can hold 550 pounds before it snaps. So it's 550 pound test, like my fishing line, right? This can help you do everything. So I got about 100 feet. I got 2 of these. So that's 200 feet of paracord in a ball. You don't know what that's going to help you do. And I'm telling you, and what made me think about it when I was watching the video last night, and I kept saying rope, rope. I left out one thing that you could use that paracord for. Tie it from one end of a tree to another end of the tree. Dry your clothes. Dry some food. Dry some meat. That paracord is everything. If you looked in my garage, you'd be like, damn, Led, you ain't playing. Uh-oh. My video went haywire or something. Let me see am I still on? Yep, I am. Okay. So, let me keep it going. I got a pack of 100 zip ties. 250 yards of 20-pound test fishing line. Fishing line is like as important as this paracord. You'll find yourself doing more stuff with fishing line. Trust me, to bind things together to help you do all kind of stuff around your survival camp. And the paracord, if you braid this together, you know, in a normal braid, like the 3 braid, you just tripled its strength. So now what you talking about is, you know, you talking about pulling cars and stuff if need be. All right, I'm gonna keep it going. Oh, in my little tool bag, I had those, remember those powerful magnets? Magnets don't cost nothing. I suggest those magnets that I had were, believe it or not, they used to clean I had a big giant 500-gallon acrylic tank, fish tank, and I used to collect exotic fish, saltwater fish. And I would put that magnet, one goes on the inside of the bowl, the other one going outside, and that's how you clean the algae off the glass. But once I got out of that, I was like, you know, I'm keeping this magnet. This magnet is really strong. So that made me start collecting different magnets. And the best one I can suggest for you is at Home Depot. And all it is a ring. It's literally a big ring, look like a washer. There's nothing in the middle, and it's just a ring. And it will hold like I think it's 500 pounds. So what you do is you take your paracord, wrap it around that ring, wrap it around that magnet. And if you lose your keys in the water or you lose something important in the water, you can fish it right back out. So the magnet to me is as important as, well, I can say the rest of this stuff because all this is important to me. I'm gonna keep it going. As many pocket knives as you can find. I don't care if they cheap or not. Okay, pocket knives are everything, as long as you keep them sharp. A good multi-tool with a couple different accessories, like a little saw, some knives on it, little hammer, little blade, all of that stuff is important. A whistle. I don't care if you buy a child's whistle. You can even go in the toy section and just buy a whistle. That one little 50-cent toy may save your life to either alert somebody to come get you or tell somebody, it draws attention when somebody's trying to attack you. A whistle. And I took that whistle and I put it on a piece of paracord last night because I kept saying, where did the chain go that I used to have this on? No big deal. I put some paracord around it. Okay. And fire starter. A Flintstone with the magnesium fire starter kit. That thing cost like $2 at Walmart. And I tried to keep at least about 4 of those. That's a no-brainer. Keep you some lighters and some matches. Okay? I got 2 fleece blankets. And I got them all around the house. Matter of fact, when I'm driving in my Jeep, y'all actually see one of my fleece blankets that I keep in my Jeep. I sit on that so I don't get my seats dirty. It's brown. So I got these little cheap things everywhere and I use them for all kind of stuff. So, okay, keep it going. I got 2 files for sharpening You can get a knife sharpener. I'm not going to talk about no weapons I carry. Okay, I'm not going to, that's up to you. I'm not going to talk about no weaponry. I got a solar flashlight. You should start looking for a good solar flashlight. I got one emergency crank light that winds up, you wind it and you crank it and it charges itself. It charges the generator and the power source. Now I got a flashlight. It's also a radio, an emergency radio, and it's and a siren. It got a siren on it to alert people where you are. Number 16, writing utensils. Chalk is the most important to me. Chalk, pens, pencils. So writing utensils to let people know where you are, if you're okay, which way you're going, where's your ideas of where you're going. Okay. A compass. Not no digital compass on your phone. A old school, old time compass. Because that's going to help save your life. Because when you get in and you disarray, you don't know where you at. You ain't going to always be in your hood when this happens. You don't know where they end up shipping you, or you don't know where you're going to end up walking to. You don't know east from west unless you know how to follow the sun. That compass helps. You don't got to go back to Girl and Boy Scouts trying to be like, okay, what was the song? Up in the east, down in the west. You don't got to remember all that stuff. Okay, good morning, Miss Craft. Good morning. Okay, and last but not least, number 17, as many tea light candles as you can find. As many as you can carry. Those are very important for cooking and everything else, for light, starting fires. Those little pieces of wax is life right there. Now, between that next list, I'm going to read your stuff that we just said again, and then I'm going to read the next list, okay? Let me see. Okay, paracord. Here we go. Smokey says small bills needed to be on hand. If electricity goes out, ATMs will not work, so have money on hand. To each his own, but that's really the last thing on my mind. You can have some cash on you. You can, but in certain situations, it's not going to do you any good. Because it's going to be useless, because stuff going to be closed. People can't process stuff. It's not going to be no, yes, I'll take 15 bottles of water, please. It's going to be a lot of looting. I seen it. It's going to be some, guess what? I'm about to get that water. It's going to be a lot of, man, hey, I'm taking that bread. It ain't going to be a whole bunch of commerce and exchange going on at all. Then you got to watch out for who see you with cash, because their mindset is still on cash is worth something right now. They might kill you for something that's absolutely useless at the moment. Okay. Good morning, LaJandra. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Christy Love. Okay, here we go. Happy Sunday, LF73 family. Thank you so much. Be safe up there. Happy Sunday, everyone. Enjoy your Labor Day. Thank you very much. Melanie Williams, good morning, Miss Christy. Everybody saying good morning. Good morning, Zoe. All right, here we go. Here we go. Thank you for coming in, you guys. Okay, Linda Martin says, yes, fire starter. Any kind of way you can find something with a spark, like I told y'all last night, even a lighter that don't work no more, it's out of fluid. The spark is worth more than the fluid. Remember that. The spark is worth more than the fluid. That spark can light up all kind of stuff. Hair, paper, dry grass, brush. The fluid, once the fluid is gone, it's gone. But that flint and that magnesium in there is worth everything. That'll start fire after fire after fire for a long time. Okay. And what about hook clamps? You know, I used to carry a lot of those hook clamps. I know what you're talking about. They do like, you know, they like this. I used to carry a lot of those, but after doing a lot of camping, I start, here you go. If you got enough paracord, like I say, that's why that paracord is everything. You make your own loops. When you need to divert rope going from one place to another, you can make your own loops. You can make your own clamps, and it's just as easy, and you ain't spent a lot of money. So, like I say, I'm a minimalist, but I try to stay as, I used to use them. I'm not going to say they're bad. But see, let's put it like this. Some people, let me stop using this hand. Some people don't realize that all of those hooks aren't made to be holding weight. And they think that, okay, they about to start pulling a car with one, or they about to try to climb up a hill with one. And then once that thing pop on them, and that little mechanism that bends in off that little spring, that stuff ain't meant for that. Now, real carabiners, they cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Those ones that say, okay, this is 200-pound test. This is 300-pound test. Those cost some money. So I don't really bother those. Long as I got this, I know how strong it is and save myself some money to buy other equipment. Okay, let me see. That's why Cane Corso goes for protection. I don't know what that was. I missed something. Okay, good morning. They have inflatable solar lights on Amazon for $14. Smokey says light lasts 10 to 12 hours on one charge. I'm gonna have to look into that. Starduster, CB if you get that. Okay, that's talking to them. Let me see. Good morning, Miss Craft. Okay. Returning Home says dryer lint is flammable. Yes, it is. And you should keep some kindling. I'm glad you said that, because keep some kind of kindling in a plastic sandwich bag like dryer lint or dry grass or brush. What we like to use, the fine wood chips that you put in a pet cage? That's good. That pine shavings. That stuff light up like gas. When I'm smoking my bees, that's what we start using. You can use pine straw, all of that stuff. You need to put some of that and keep it dry in a sandwich bag somewhere, so you'll always have fuel ready to go in your cooker or what have you, okay? So, let me go with, that's what more outrageous. Yeah, that's more for outages than we have to flee the home. Linda Martin, my dog. Okay. Good morning. Watching for 4 hours show. Got to hours see. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a long one, but I hope it showed us something. Now I'm going to stop now and go right into this next list. It's a short one. Oh, this is the one I really wasn't even finished doing. This is my little cooking bucket. So you can screenshot it. I know my handwriting is a trip, but so you can screenshot that. Okay. I'm gonna just read it off real quick, because we already 2 minutes would be an hour. And I'm trying not, I didn't want it to be this long. Small pot and pan kit. The small cooking set kit that I had, that was only $5. That is life. That will save your life. That thing is the truth. I've used several of them. Trust me on that one. Good morning, Tanya Tucker. I didn't see you slip in. Good morning. It's good to see you. 4-piece flatware set came with four plates, 4 collapsible cups, and cutlery, plastic cutlery, 4 sets of plastic cutlery. Because, you might have to be dispersing out your food, and everybody ain't just be digging out of one pan. I mean, you can do that, but you know what I'm saying? If you can fit it in the bucket, fit it in the bucket. If you need something, you have something more important you think you can go in there, use it. And okay, I got tea light candles you can't have too many tea light candles. See, I got those in 2 different buckets. Tea light candles, as many as you can fit. I got 4 gel fire containers, those little cans with that flammable gel in them. Now you could also use that same can when that gel runs out. Fill that sucker up with Crisco. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to pick up a lot of the stuff that we're saying today and cans of 1 big good can of Crisco. And I'm gonna make myself, because a couple of those gel lights are empty from me going through that storm years ago. I just never throw the can away. I'm gonna make some Crisco candles. Let me see. My solar panel, the solar panel that was only this big and this wide and this thin, that thing charges your phones, charges your lights, it charges up all kind of stuff just by the sun. You can't live without that. I mean, it's everything. And water purifier. Your water purifier, to me, I just got lucky and found that water purifier at the Goodwill for that cheap price, and it was brand new. That thing costs about $90 in real life. But here's the thing. If I would have never found that water purifier, I would have never purchased one. That's how I feel about it. I'll use it, but I trust boiling water and a couple drops of bleach a little bit more than some mechanism that somebody used. That's just me. If I would have found that, stumbled on that at the Goodwill, I would never even own it. So, and I looked it up. Them things is expensive. I don't care which water purifier you find, what mechanism. That new one that they're using over in Africa is called the Survival straw, stuff like that. I mean, that stuff is like 70-something odd dollars, $50. You know, and it's only for a couple uses, and then they want you to redo the cartridges to cost $30. And I would never purchase that out of my pocket. So it was $2, literally $1.98, and I got it. But I'll be honest with you, you guys. As far as that water purifier contraption, I got on top somewhere. As far as this goes, this takes up a lot of space in my bucket. It will be the first to go for me if I have some other stuff, which I am. Like for number one, that emergency binder with all my information and emergency contacts in it, I can see it taking over that. Okay. And that's that list. That's how quick that was. And your Walmart bags. Keep you a bundle of Walmart bags. You never know what you might need to wrap your feet in. Keep your feet dry. You might even use them as socks. Keep your feet dry. Keep your head dry. Put one on your head. Okay. They also help you carry a load of stuff that you trying to bring back some wood back to your camp. They help. So instead of, just keep throwing them, piling up in the landfill, they'll help you do all kind of stuff. All right. Now I'm gonna read in here, and then we're gonna get into the last list, because I'm shooting for an hour and a half, and just, I guess I didn't want to go that far, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. Because honestly, today I'm so hyped and ready to get going. I really want to go get all of this stuff, because I got another project that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put out a video today and show you guys how I made that coffee can stove. Simple, easy, quick, dirt cheap. Okay, how you doing, Green Life Garden? Good to see you in here this morning. Okay, I'm gonna get in here. All right, I am just Janet. How you doing? I am just Janet. I see you in there. Rhonda Wells, good morning. Good morning. Tanya Tucker, good morning. I am Janet. She said, I have the Berkey. The Berkey what? Water filter? Miss Craft says, had an idea for the food bucket. Those of us growing onions, peppers should cut up, dehydrate them, and put them away in a vacuum sealed bag. They can be rehydrated and add flavor to our beans. That's a good one, because they don't take up no space. And you know what? That's what Lady Lead does. You always see that dehydrator, because I'm usually sitting on that end of the table. But yeah, I say yeah to that. That won't take up much space, and those extra flavors will make you feel a little bit more civil in an uncivil situation. Okay. And seeds too, Miss Craft. Want to hear something? I keep tomato seeds in there. And I didn't, you know why I didn't say that in the video? Because I was thinking people gonna think I'm crazy. See, because that goes beyond there a storm just happened and we trying to get through the storm. To me, that kind of goes and slips off into the world of the prepper, where what you're trying to do now is survive probably forever. And I didn't want to get into that because people say, hey, I thought you said you wasn't prepping. I keep seeds with me too. Seeds are in there. I just didn't want to show it because then that's when people start saying, maybe Led is crazy. You know, he's talking about starting the new world. So excellent idea. Excellent idea. You never know where you're going to end up. Look at all the people in Louisiana, all those sweet people in Louisiana. They didn't know that Hurricane Katrina was going to come, going to hit them and totally uproot their lives and relocate them forever. They had no idea that, you know, next week we will be in Atlanta, Georgia for the rest of our time. We can't go back home. Look at all the people from Puerto Rico. They can't go back home once they relocated them. They tore it up so bad and they still ain't done building Puerto Rico up. And frankly, they ain't really done fixing Louisiana. So all of those coastal areas like that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody know. So think about this. They didn't know this was going to be super long term or life altering, we can call it. Life altering. So yeah, that's why I keep some seeds. Because you don't know if you're going to be back in your house. You might not even have a house to go back to. A lot of people never end up having a house to even go back to. So yeah. Let me see. Good morning, Miss Finance. How you doing this morning? Linda Martin, okay. We in 67 minutes. So I'm going to keep it rocking here and get this list out the way. And then we can chat if you want to any longer than that. But I want to get the business out the way first, okay? Starduster, I said seeds yesterday. You know I missed it. I was running my mouth trying to stay on the path. You guys, let me tell you something. It's like 40 people in the house right now, 44 or something like that. Y'all was in the live chat yesterday. Y'all was in that live chat like straight soldiers, like today. Straight soldiers. Y'all, I went back and was reading. I told you I stayed up all night going over it. And I'm telling you the information that was done and the information that you guys was sharing with each other. Man, I couldn't have been happier. I couldn't have been prouder. I was like, see, and they said people can't be civil and people can't be human. That's where I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. People coming in here teaching each other how to survive, how to live. This is what I'm talking about. So I appreciate all of the information that's been given here. Because I'm not the only one doing this. We're all in this together. Because if you don't think one of these situations can come to your town, even if you in the Midwest, you on the West Coast, East Coast, if you don't think this can happen to you, keep thinking that way with the weather changing the way it's changing. Okay. LaJandra says, my dad is watching and he's co-signing on what you're saying. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you, LaJandra. Melanie Williams, hello, Miss Finance. Okay, got you. Starduster 2, yes. Mini sewing kit. I left that out. Thank you. And you know what? I'm going to write that down because I'm going to be honest. It's not in my kit. I'm going to write it on y'all kit list. A mini sewing kit. We use ours. So it's never, I always have about 2 or 3 of them. They fit in your pocket too, but we end up using them. So thank you, Starduster. I'm going to add that because I know I need to replenish it. I think all I got left in one of them is that one little thumb thing, not the thimble, that one thing that looked like an arrow, a couple of needles, and a little spool of thread that ain't going to help you do nothing but sew up it's time to replenish that. So sewing kit. Exactly. That's excellent. Because you might not need to just be sewing up your clothes that ripped in the storm. You might have to sew your damn leg meat up. Heat that needle up and do some Rambo stuff. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Okay. Now, I'm going to get, okay, what we see? One of the hurricanes we had in my area, my friend's brother was wading through the water and ended up with a bad infection. It was so bad he had to stop and put his business down, never the same. See what I said? I told you. Sometimes it's not the storm that kills you. It's the aftermath, the infections, the wounds, the murders that happen in these areas, the abductions, the rapes, the robbings. It's sometimes humanity can be worse than the storm itself. And I'm helping you kind of, this is for the aftermath. This ain't for battening down the hatches and fighting the storm, because that's between you and God. I'm trying to help you with the aftermath. That's why I tell you, keep you some protection. Okay? That doubles, come on now. That doubles as your light, and it doubles as your fight. A big, nice, strong, ain't nothing wrong with having a couple of plastic flashlights. But you make sure you get you a nice big old school metal one too. Because this doubles. You ain't going to have a baseball bat in this hand and a flashlight in this hand. This doubles as both. You dig what I'm saying? Because in the dark, people do some strange shit. Just saying. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get into the next list so we can get out the way. So everybody get ready. I'm about to put it up so you can screenshot it, okay? My handwriting ain't the best, but you can screenshot that, and anything you can't make out, just ask me and I'll help you out with it, okay? Okay. Hello, Miss Lady Cheryl's Organic Food Force. Good morning to you. Here listening while I get ready for church. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming in. All we doing is recapping what we did yesterday. Okay. Now I'm going to read the list off for you, okay? Then I'm going to discuss everything else, and then we're going to read your list. So while I'm reading my list, if you still have things and ideas that you have, say them, so when I go back and read them, I can add them to our list that we're sitting here doing today, okay? All right, on my list, number 1, a big 32-ounce bottle of rubbing alcohol. I can't stress this enough, you guys. Let me go back up here because I really want to get back into this. Miss Donna D just said her friend's brother got an infection from wading in that storm water, and he'd never been the same again. Messed his life up. Them infections, y'all, all it takes is one good cut, and you dunk that down in some doo-doo water. People take that for granted. You catch MRSA and everything else get in that sore. Oh, man, all you need is one good scratch and some dookie water, and you finished. People don't think that. You know, all those rescuers and emergency personnel dunking in that water, going to help other people. They are literally risking their lives in that water trying to get to you. Okay. Now, on the list, back to the list, 32 ounces of rubbing alcohol. 32 ounces, and if you can fit more of this peroxide and alcohol in your bucket, do it. This is just what I have in one bucket. 32-ounce bottle of peroxide. I would even rather both bottles of peroxide instead of alcohol. I'm either going to add another bottle of peroxide or extra rubbing alcohol altogether. But you need them, okay? I got 4 bars of dial soap. Can't preach that enough. You need your soap. Get your soap. Because this ain't just about smelling fresh during a storm. You're fighting infection. You're fighting infection. You're fighting disease. You're fighting bacteria. You already fought the storm and you won. Now you're trying to fight off the aftermath, the diseases, the bacterias, the infections. Okay, that's what this bucket is for. Oh, a half gallon of bleach. Get you, I wish I could, it was easy to get to. I think it might be. Oh, come on, baby. Half gallon of bleach goes a long way to sanitize your cookware, your eatware, sanitize you, to help clean and clear your water after boiling or before boiling. This helps everything. Bleach. Because your area will be contaminated. Because even if the rain and the floods reside, your area still has contaminants of fecal matter and human waste and people. You think just because all of y'all is in this area, everything is okay? No, people continue to pee out in the open. People continue to defecate out in the open. And that stuff is just swirling around like a gumbo of death. So you want to stay as clean and wash your hands as much as possible, because your hands is constantly touching your face like this. Just like now, why you think so many people get colds all year round? You know, you just put this dude's funk on you, and it's just gonna crawl down and find the easiest place to get into your body. That's how that works. Now you got what he had. Okay, let's get back into it. You can put as many wash rags as you can in there, because your wash rag can double as so many different things. Your wash rag is just as versatile, cotton wash rag, as your bucket is. Your wash rag can turn into a tourniquet. It can turn into a signal to help me come get over here. You can wash yourself up. You can wipe your butt. I don't carry toilet tissue because toilet tissue goes fast, and if it gets wet, it's useless. I don't use toilet tissue. All you need is keep you some cotton rags, and if worse come to worse, you still got on socks, and this t-shirt might have to go when it come down to it. Remember, everything you wear, it got to be functional. It just ain't just about on your body. You see people wading through some of that water, and you see some people ain't got no shirt on. I'm sure some of that is not by choice. Some of them put them shirts on their head to keep the sun off of them. Some of them waving their white t-shirt around for help. Tourniquets, cotton. You got to use everything on you as a device for survival. Everything. I'll take these glasses off and hit them in the sun like that. Hit it just right and magnify that doggone sun on some grass and make me a fire. You got to use everything you got. Break that end off. You might have to dig a bullet up out your ass. You don't know. Or a piece of glass or a piece of metal. You don't know. Everything on you is a weapon. Everything on you is a tool. So people that's walking around in those newsreels ain't just thugged out walking around with no shirt on. You don't know what they just been through. You don't know where that shirt is and what they used it for. Okay, keep it rolling. So you need your cotton rags. Keep you as many cotton rags as you can get. Not no little cheap rags that's made out of that polyester stuff. Cotton, 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 cotton. Okay, I have 13 painter's masks because they cheap. They come in a little box. You can get it from anywhere, Home Depot, Walmart, because those painter's masks keeps, airborne stuff from getting in you. You don't know what's in the water. You don't know what's in the air at the time. It could be a fire. It could be some smoke. It could be the smell of decaying flesh. It could be anything, but those masks help you keep that out of you. Somebody over there coughing and sneezing and snotting and put that mask on, that's keeping your risk of catching whatever that is out of you. That's helping you. They ain't the best, but they are life-saving, okay? So those I think I got them. These cheap little painter's masks. You don't need no Darth Vader mask. You don't need all of that. This is all you need. Just these alone saved a lot of lives during 9/11. Just these simple things saved plenty of lives. Okay, I'm gonna keep it going. See, when we watch the news, when I watch the news, I just don't watch the news because I need something to watch to be like, ooh, oh, that's messed up. I watch the news and I learn from other people's mistakes. I learn from other people's downfalls. I know it sounds grim, but it's true. I learn from what their stories are. I read between the sad stories and the sad storylines, and what I do is say, he could have probably been better off trying to prevent that if he had this or have done this. And these sometimes in these newsreels, even they'll say, if I would have just had this or if I would have just done that, I could have. That's what I listen to. Good morning, Tanya Tucker. Good morning, Ty Lily. Good morning. Let's finish this list so we can get going. 6 ounces of deep woods off, bug repellent. Other thing that kills people is spreading disease and everything, mosquitoes, biting flies, because the smell of death draws all of those. The standing water, especially standing sewage, brings mosquitoes. It brings biting flies and everything else that want to eat the mosquitoes and the biting flies, the bats and the what I'm thinking of, rabies. Bats and rabies go to hand, foaming at the mouth. So, simple bug repellent, deep woods off or something. I don't care what you buy. I got a couple bottles of that in my bucket. Simple things, people, that people can just go and buy for $1 or $2 anytime. That'll save your life. Sunscreen. I don't care what color you are, what nationality you are. The sun is not the same as it was back in 1972. The sun is harsher. The sun is ruining people's whole existence and comfortability of life right now. If you haven't seen it, put the stuff on. Don't be proud talking about some YouTube black. Put the sunscreen on. You know, trust me. Just put the sunscreen on. Because you might not have a shelter. You might be out in the open in the blazing sun. Ibuprofen don't cost nothing. You know, fights pain, inflammation, all of that stuff. Aspirin, a little bottle of aspirin. Hey, T-Biz, how you doing? Good morning. Thank you. Aspirin, inflammation, pain, headaches, simple things like that you keep with you. And somebody even said last night, like some calamine lotion. You might be walking through the woods trying to get away from the storm. That don't mean you ain't gonna walk and trash through some ivy or something else, some other kind of allergic reaction. Benadryl, you need that. Okay, so matter of fact, let me write Benadryl on there because we are out. I didn't think we were out. Okay. And last but not least, as many Band-Aids as you can fit in your bucket. Band-Aids. The reason why I don't say gauze, I said it last night. The reason I wasn't worried about gauze is because you can use those same rags as I just had for all of that stuff. Like I told you, it's multi-purpose. Let me see. Okay, now I'm about to get back in here because I see a lot of interesting things being said. So that's the end of my list. Those were my 4 lists and my 4 buckets. Now I'm going to read back to you guys what we all came up with thus far, which was instant mashed potatoes, oatmeal, grits. Let me hold it up. That's really messed up. You can screenshot that. Okay, so the cardboard making the tuna wax can, we're going to do that. We're going to make a video today, okay? And oatmeal and who did that? What did I see? Thank you, Miss Finance. Thank you, Miss Finance. I really appreciate that. She said, thank you, Leah, for sharing this priceless information. Thank you very much. I really, truly appreciate that. I really do. I just want everybody to be okay. You know, that's why I do it. I really, truly from my heart. Whether, think about this, you wherever you at in the country, and I'm over here, and I'm thinking about my family. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, my friend earlier, thank you, Miss Finance. My friend earlier was saying like, why peanut butter and stuff like that. And I'm not going to call him ignorant. I'm not going to call him stupid. None of that stuff. That's my homie. He always down with me. He got my back here on YouTube. He just didn't know. He doesn't know how important this stuff is, because 9 times out of 10, if you talking like that, you've never been in this situation before in your life. You've never had to worry about where food is going to come from. You've never had to worry about how the hell do I stop this from bleeding. He's never had to worry about, I'm freezing and I don't know what to do. I'm wet. I don't know how to get dry. He ain't never been in that situation before. That's all. So the reason I'm here doing this is maybe to put a little something on your mind and be like, yeah, I can see why keeping peanut butter around won't be such a bad idea. It ain't like it's taking too much space out of my kitchen cabinets. And yeah, maybe I keep some soap in the bucket. Maybe I go buy a bucket in the first place. Because I'm telling you, those are the people that don't know that end up on the news floating face down in the lake. That's a harsh reality that I don't want people to keep learning over and over, because these weather conditions are not going to get better. They're going to get worse. And it's to the point, good morning, Garden Makeover, to the point it's not year by year anymore. Have you noticed? Oh, last year was rough. Last year was rough. Remember a couple years back? Not anymore. Now it's every month. It's like school shootings. It started with one, and now every 5 minutes people going doing stupid shit. Just like these storms. It used to be, I can remember this. Let me remember closely. The storm of 78 in Toledo, Ohio, where I'm from. The storm of 78 was historical. I remember it, and I was a child. Okay? I can always remember saying the storm of 78. I remember that. I was a kid. I remember all the stuff we did in 1978. I remember that. Saying that, the Great Depression. You know what I'm saying? People labeled that stuff and everybody know about it. Yeah, I remember that. But it's the Great Depression seemed like it's starting to happen every year now. The storm of 78 is starting to happen every year, to the point now it's even starting to happen every season. Spring and fall. And summer done stepped up the game and got hotter. And winter has gotten either warmer or colder. I'm going to say warmer, actually. So you think this is just going to go away and you won't have to pull this off? One day, this is my guarantee to you, you're going to need some of this stuff. You may not need it all, but you are going to need some of this stuff in the near years to come. If you're blessed enough to stick around on this planet for years to come, soon years to come, you're going to see more of this. Whether you believe in global warming or not, you can label it, what I said last night about labels, you can label it whatever the hell you want. Nothing about this weather is right. We're all in this room and we're gardeners, and we all know ain't nothing about this right. Nothing. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to read off our list again. Okay, tuna can, wax cardboard wick, grits, oatmeal, instant mashed potatoes, powdered milk, dry meats like beef jerky, because it don't go bad, inflatable beach balls or mattresses, air mattresses, or those swimming pool floaties and dinghies for flotation devices in case of a flood. That silly little thing probably got a Mickey Mouse head on it, will end up saving your grandmama life or save your mama life. People don't think like that. Something that silly and cheap. Save your life. Okay. And sewing kit. I think the sewing kit is so important to me. I like that. I'm put a star by the sewing kit. Pocket sewing kit, because it might not be your clothes you sew up. It might be sewing your ass up, sewing you up. And Benadryl, calamine lotion, and last but not least, which is one of my favorite out of all of my list, is your emergency binder with all of your information in it and your emergency contacts, which is like your passport, your driver's license, insurance forms, whether it's car insurance, house insurance, your birth certificate, social security cards, all of the information that lets people know you are you. Keep it as small and compact as possible, but you should make copies of all of that stuff and put in your bug out bucket. So that is actually one of my favorites, the emergency binder. I don't even know why I don't have that set up. That is our list that we made today. And I'm going to go back in here, and if I see anything else that's been added to you guys' list, I'm going to add that too. All right, I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to read a little more, and we're going to get off. It's already been 90 minutes, so that's an hour and a half. Let me see. I think this, okay, 2Max says she got to go to church. Have a nice day at church. Miss Kraft says, had an idea for a food bucket. Those growing up. Okay, we got that one. Okay, this is where I left off. Okay, Donna D. Okay, we way down here. Give me a second, okay? Couple ticks. Cheryl's Organic Food Forest got into the house. Miss Stephanie Valdez says, why would some crazy fool want to rape in a situation like this? This boggles my mind. Someone has to explain this to me. Because people that want to rape. There's no particular time people want to do crime. People with demented and warped minds, it's just that all the time. They don't have a on and off switch when it's time for crime. You know what I'm saying? So Stephanie Valdez, I know a lot of people that's not all together wrapped too tight. And some of the people, when you accuse them of such heinous crimes, you know what they always say? I didn't do that. I just was, I was just trying to talk to him. You end up shooting somebody. I was just trying to talk to him, and the gun kind of went off. Or she was looking at me like she wanted to do it. So that's because their wiring is crossed. So there is no set time for crime. As a matter of fact, criminals, they only prey on the weak. Even a pack of wolves, okay, even the most strongest, a lion, a tiger, they would rather prey on the gazelle with the limp. They would rather prey on the gazelle with the limp than the big strong one that outrun them all day long. Because see, what I was telling you about making fire, you got to be efficient. Chasing after this gazelle that can run 80 miles an hour, you can run 80 miles an hour too as a tiger. But number one, for how long? Number two, how much energy did you spend trying to get that gazelle? And if you don't get the gazelle, you just wasted your fuel. That's like you in a racing car and spend all your fuel. How are you going to keep going down the road if you ain't got no fuel? Your body is no different than an automobile. So you got to be efficient on how you use your fuel to get your necessities. So a criminal or a lunatic, they ain't gonna come. I'm not their first choice to prey on. It'll be this little guy with the limp. It'll be this girl that's crying constantly and not paying attention to her surroundings. She's so distraught and so hurt. She got a wound. She lost her loved ones. She don't know where she is. Criminal is like, perfect. That one. They don't prey on the strong. They don't prey on people that's going to fight back. That's why that whistle is so important. They don't want no attention. And a person is weak, hurt, injured, that's prey to them. They don't have morals thinking this is bad. So that's why they do that in messed up situations, because all they see is a bunch of prey. That predator, all he see in that stadium and out there wounded in the woods and stuff is prey. It's like a smorgasbord. It's like going to one of them all-you-can-eat buffets. A weakness. Because everybody is disheveled and in a weak state. That's why everybody has to eat. I know horrible stuff happened, but somebody in that group, and you need to stay in some kind of group, need to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Everything. Let everybody else cry. At funerals, I wait till everybody else is done crying first to make sure everything is going to be okay and stuff stay level. When everybody else is settled and they done cried themselves to sleep, then I can go off in a dark corner and I can do my crying and show my respect. Somebody always got to be that one to watch everybody else's back in these type of situations. So crime don't stop. Crime don't stop. Matter of fact, like I told you, in the dark, dark can kill you because that darkness makes people weak. That's why this light is like fire. Fire keeping everything away. Light in the dark is like fires. It's like flames. This is a torch. This is my torch. So, just saying, I know people shouldn't be that way, but they just are. And I'm not saying it's right, but I accept that everybody ain't good people. There are monsters out there. And like I told y'all yesterday, sometimes situations can turn good people into monsters. Bad situations is like the full moon, and it turns people into werewolves. They don't want to rob you, but they have to. People don't want to go loot and steal bread and milk and food out of the grocery store, but this situation is so bad, you think I'm going to go grab all this food and then walk through the checkout line during no, it turned me into a werewolf. I gotta get it. So, that's just how people are. Like I told you, it's not the storm that kills the most people. It's the aftermath. It's humanity feeding on itself in bad situations. I'm gonna eat that son bitch. Probably he go have to go. He makes me sick. Okay. Starduster, Dollar Tree antibiotic ointment. Yes. Yep. I got plenty of that, but we use that all the time. Yes, I'm gonna add that to the list. Antibiotic ointment. Yes. And Vaseline. I was looking for mine today and I could not find it. I got so much everywhere. I don't know where it is. I think it's in my work bag. Okay. All right. Michelle Yee, if you don't need a jar or have a space for a jar of honey, grab some of those individually packed in straws, pack it from the coffee shops. I've seen them at Walmart. What is this now? If you don't need a jar or have space for a jar of honey, grab some of those individually packed in straws. Oh, I got you. You know what? Me and Lady Led, we actually make those and hand them out as samples when people buy honey at our house, or she takes them to work. I know what you're talking about, where you burn them at both ends. You fill them with honey, burn them at both ends, like them little candy straws from when we was kids. We actually make those. Ain't done it in a while, but we used to make a lot of those for samples. Okay, that's a good idea though. Let me see. I'm Janet says, yep. Okay, Smokey says, waders with boots attached can be purchased on Amazon for a reasonable price. Yeah, waders is good. If you can carry waders with you, I mean, if you can carry them, because remember, we trying to stay mobile. We got to stay mobile. And actually, to me, that the reason why I put my head down on waders is I'm from Ohio. So we do a lot of walleye fishing. We stand out in the river and catch walleye at certain times of the year. I'm not a wader wearer kind of guy, and I'm going to tell you why. I've seen waders kill more people than they help them save. You fill up some waders with water and you know, it's hard to function in those things. I'm just saying from some past experiences that I know of, and I don't even want to talk about that. If you want waders, fine. I'm not a believer in the waders at all. That's my own personal that's my own personal opinion right there on that. Damn, boy, you brought back some fucked up memories, bro. All right. Vinegar. Vinegar is another good one. It's billions of uses for vinegar. Yvette Smith, add cinnamon powder to dry seeds in case of to control fungus where moisture is. That is a good idea as well. Miss Finance, I'm gonna put cinnamon on there because you can't have enough of that for one reason or another. Don't cost nothing and it don't take up no space and it goes a long way. Flip Flops in the Garden say, LF73, I'm so glad to see you teaching this information. So many people have no idea what's coming. I've seen that just this morning. Just this morning. They don't understand what a Category 5 hurricane is. I just don't. It's like people watch television and watch the news and just don't get it. Like they in another reality or something. I don't know. How many people you got to see floating down the middle of the street in 12 feet of water, dead, face down, or dead bodies how much of that horrible stuff do you got to see to start realizing, like, I better get myself together. I don't want to end up being like one of those people. Okay, let me see. Thank you very much, Flip Flops in the Garden. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Tanya Tucker said, Led, thanks for making it entertaining. Also, thank you so much. Some stuff just, it'll make you laugh, and I ain't even got to say nothing. Just some of these stories be wild. Starduster 2, I'll try to pass on the gumbo of death. Yeah, exactly. I pass on that too. Okay. Green Life Garden says, think about the dead bodies that may be floating in the water as well. My stepbrother served in the military, 20-something years old, died after Katrina. He was a part of the rescue from my understanding. I rest my case. See what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, stuff like this, flotation devices, peroxide, soap, and rags. Number one can stop a lot of that. And a lot of people just don't know. They don't know how to survive. They're so busy walking around the world like they shit don't stink, or they're the creators of the planet. They thinking about surviving in the hood against another human being. Nobody ever think about fighting against Mother Nature or trying to survive Mother Nature. They always thinking about either how I can get over on this dude or how I protect myself from this dude. Garden Makeover say clean socks. That's the stuff you carry in your backpack. Now, that's where I believe in your bug out bag. Dry clothes and socks A change of dry clothes, put that in a plastic bag and put that kind of stuff in your bug out bag. That's what I believe in. Preferably me jogging pants because it's a lot of material. It'll keep your legs protected. If you get too hot, you can roll them up. Just too universal. You can cut them off, use the material for anything. Okay. Thank you for that story, Garden Life, Green Life Garden, I'm sorry. Charles Robinson. They also have bleach tablets that they take up little or less room. Bleach tablets. That's going on the list. I'm going to go look for that today. Bleach tablets. See, almost like I heard of that before. But I am going to go look for that because that will be very interesting. That's a good one. Now I'm going to put a star by that because that's one of my most important supplies. So if I could condense that down, that would even be better than me carrying around half gallon of bleach. Thank you, my brother. That was good information. That's why we're here, for stuff like that. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Where did I leave that one off? That bleach tablet was the bomb right there. Okay. Oh, I'm so far away. Good God. And thank you again, Miss Finance, for that donation. I just went, I'm up so far, I'm back at the donation. I appreciate you for that. Okay, Smokey say, I would chance the waiters instead of walking in the toxic water. The only reason I said that, Smokey, was, number one, it was a personal situation with me. And two, the toxic water is bad, but if you got your supplies, you can fight the toxic water. If you have those waders on and you catch a good current, you're done. If something snagged those waders, you're done. The chances of just having your supplies floating in the water with you while you do wade through that doo-doo water, if you look at the odds, it's better than those waders. Because water can still get in those waders. Unless you got a full scuba man suit on, scuba diving suit, water gets in those waders anyway. I used to have them. I don't wear them no more. Years ago. Water still gets in them, number one. Number two, if they get snagged on something, or if something does cut the wader, water is in them. I'm not a waiter guy. I'd rather just jump in the water and handle it, whatever I gotta handle, and then come back and sanitize myself. But I understand you, bro. But that's oh, look. I got a news report. Breaking news, Hurricane Dorian's winds increased to 175 miles an hour. Flip Flops in the Garden said waiters will weigh you down, and I've seen it firsthand. So the wind speeds of this hurricane has gotten up to be 175 miles an hour right off the coast. So the guy that just said, well, we'll just leave, just get out of there. It just don't work that way. It just don't work that way. I wish it was. Everybody would survive if it all worked that way. Okay, Ty Lily says, you can also use the same process for storing seasonings and other things. Don't forget to carry a tarp or two. Yeah, you might have to watch that video from last night because we do carry a couple tarps with us. Let me see. Flip Flops in the Garden. I put socks in a food saver bag and suck the air out and tape. There you go. Exactly. Keep your dry goods in a plastic bag. Your dry clothes in a plastic bag. The wind is picking up around here too. I can see everything shaking. Actually, if it's like that, I really am going to go out there and get my canoe and put it on my trailer. I went back and forth about that yesterday. But I think I better. I don't want to do that much work, but like again, be lazy and die. Okay. Why do Lady Love say why do people always go for milk and bread when a storm comes? That's just some old think about back in the day, really that's all that they sold. You know what I'm saying? Like during the Great Depression. And I think that mindset is still embedded in some people's brains. Milk, bread, and eggs disappear first before water. Milk, bread, and eggs.
Motion detected at the driveway.
Milk, bread, and eggs disappear before water. That is crazy. So I don't know what that's about. I think that's just an old mindset that people still got from the Depression days. I don't know. But that's the dumbest thing on the planet to me. Motherfucker, who is this? Give me 2 ticks. What's this? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, go for it, man. Go for it.
Motion detected at the front door. Motion detected at the driveway.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Another lemon tree sale. Somebody bought a lemon tree and they bought it and was coming back and they just coming back to pick it up. So they on my camera right here so I can watch them. They ain't, what they gonna steal? Lemons? So, okay, and thanks to Rose 5150 for that. Thank you very much. Okay, we still chatting good. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry about dipping out. I don't like dipping out like that. Spilled my damn coffee on my list. Coffee list. Man, I ain't worth 2 nickels. Okay. Tracy Marie Way say, yes, it's equivalent. I was hoping Led would explain it to them. If he doesn't have time, tell everyone here, flip-flops in the garden.
Motion detected at the front door.
What did I miss? Something I need to explain. I'm only worried about those gas prices going up. Right now, you need to your vehicle should be full of fuel. From the day that they said the hurricane is coming, you need to keep your gas tank on fuel. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I never used to keep my gas tank on full when I was younger. Never. I was the dude, I shit you not, and this is a true story, when gas was like $1.99 a gallon back in the day and 99 cents a gallon. I'm the dude, man, give me 50 cents on pump 2. I've been that way all my life. And I got more stories of running out of gas during an important time that I care to mention. Those were childish times and you know, yeah, I'm late for an interview or because I ran out of gas, or late picking my mom up from bingo because I ran out of gas. Those aren't life-threatening events. Nowadays, as an adult, you should always top your vehicle off every week. I know we can't afford it sometimes, but you never know when times like this is going to happen. Plus, it helps your fuel filter and your fuel pump to keep your tank full. So you should have your vehicles full right now. I got tanks of gas, like for my lawnmowers and stuff. Y'all ain't never seen all them. I got 4 gas tanks in my garage. I keep full of gas. This is the true story. God is my witness. I was getting off work one day, and as I was getting off work, I was coming off the interstate to turn down my street to head to my neighborhood. There was a lady there with her flashers on. I pulled over to make sure she was okay because she got her flashers on one of the most dangerous curves of coming off of that exit. The only problem she had, she was in a big, beautiful, all white and like goldish or whatever that color is, Lexus truck, big Lexus SUV. Little lady, and she was crying. She didn't even know what to do, like the situation had never happened to her before either. She couldn't hardly talk. I'm like, are you okay? I still had my uniform on. I said, listen, you sit still. I pulled the cone out of my truck. See, people be trying to be too cute. Yeah, my Jeep got cones and flares in it. Pulled my cones out, put them behind her. I used to drive trucks years ago. I know how to set my cones. Set my cones so people don't kill this woman before she even get a chance to make it out. I went home. My house from that exit ramp is only like a half a mile away, if that. Ran to the house, and I said, don't worry about it. Because I didn't have nothing to carry gas on me right then and there. Don't worry about it. I'm coming right back. She said, please come back. By the time I got home, opened my garage, and got 5 gallons of gas, ran back. She had a state trooper behind her, and she told the state trooper that somebody said they was coming back. Her and the state trooper was behind her to make sure she don't get hit. I was able to give that woman some gas just because I try to stay ready. I was able to help somebody else to stay. So she, man, these car accidents don't normally happen like some old crazy, epic, Fast and the Furious type shit you see on TV. Some people get killed just from doing that right there on the side of the road, stranded, and some asshole that's on the cell phone ain't paying attention, come around that curve and crash into her. I'm not looking for accolades on that. I'm just telling you but thank you. But I'm just telling you how simple things from being ready for different situations can help not just you. Like I was telling my friend earlier, it's not all about you. My daughter might call me. I'm always thinking about like my other family members. Dad, I'm out of gas and I'm on I-95 and I don't know what to do. That's my baby. I'm not going to say, baby, that's your business. Daddy on the way. Get off the road. Go pull out that thing I told you to keep with you. Okay? And you stand off to the side of the road. Get away from that car. Because most people get killed on the side of the road just waiting for help. Then they look at all the people. Look at how many people, police get killed for giving people tickets that's been caught on camera. Think about all the police officers and emergency rescue people that's getting killed off of camera. By people just driving by. Those lights flashing for some reason draw people to them like mosquitoes to one of them purple lamps. Boom! Cream they corn. Kill your ass. For some reason, cars on the side of the road get hit by passers-by. I didn't know that one from a damn hole in the wall, but I didn't want to see nobody get hurt. I guess that's the old medical in me. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. I'd rather be filling your tank with some of my gas than pumping on your chest and bandaging your wounds, hoping you live. Okay, back in here. Man, we went way over. Okay. Sometimes trying to leave can be more dangerous than staying in a place. Been in the midst of a situation trying to leave and got so far and had to turn around and go back home. T-Biz says that. That can happen. Okay. Yep, we sell out at work for a few hours. I missed something. Doorbell, someone. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I got 2 rain barrels for emergency water. Now we talking. Keep your barrels. If y'all only knew, if I could show you, I showed y'all I got 3 on the back porch here. I got 3 inside my garage full of water, and you just put a drop of bleach in that sucker and keep it in there. Purifies that water. Let that water sit out for a while. It purifies itself. And it keeps the algae out, everything else. Hey, Gwen, good to see you. So, yeah, you keep your water. You keep your water somewhere stored. If people don't think they need about 50 gallons of water, you one of the ones that they're going to be sending help to. Sharon Harris says, being a diabetic when not eating properly, I would include pieces of candy to keep from going into diabetic coma or just feeling more out of it. But don't eat your sugar levels, okay? Baby girl, telling you, stay ready, stay ready. That's right, that's good information. Okay, don't worry about it, you're live, man. Stick to the script. Don't worry about it. Okay, flip-flops, yeah, fish meds is crazy how well they work for humans. Oh, somebody was talking about that and I missed it. Nick Thomas. I'm gonna go back and read that because I really want to know what that was. That sounds like it's something I need to write down. Okay, and y'all can repeat it too because I'm trying to play catch up here. Okay. All right, see you later. Don't worry about it. Nick Thomas, Miss Crab. Okay, got that. Flip-flops in the garden. LF73, fish and bird antibiotics. Thank you. Yeah, I know about that. Yes. Even, well, yes. I'm not going to go into depth because that might mess this video up. But yes. Stephanie Valdez say, gas, I'm bad about this, and my husband is always on me for this. My wife is always on me for it. So, trust me, it ain't something I do just willingly. I hate stopping at the gas station. I just hate it. I hate it because where I'm from, stopping at the gas station meant you just might get jacked. You know what I'm saying? Stopping at the gas station, it's been times where the only pump that's open is the closest to the dumpster. I won't get gas there. I just say I'll go to the next gas station. Because the dumpster is where the dude always come on like, hey, come here, give me water. Shut up, give me. Nah, I know, it's crazy, but that's just how I feel. You ever been jacked at a gas station? It's a terrible feeling. And you sitting there looking like, I don't know whether to be happy that I'm alive from this lunatic or feeling like I should go hunt him down like a damn animal and make him and beat him till he feel like I feel right now. So, anyway, garden makeover. She will never forget you helping her. I stopped at a wreck and found a lady sitting in a car. Everybody was passing by her. And that's how I seen it, because I almost hit her myself. I almost crashed into her myself, and that's kind of what made me stop. Like, she gonna die. Nick Thomas, I've had a bad habit of letting the gas go low. Stupid to say, I do it so I can feel accomplished that I feel the tank. Fill the tank up without any problem, because too many times back in the day, that struggle too. Oh, you had that struggle too. I dig it. Oh my God, Nick, you killing me. Nick Thomas, hey Miss Finance, she back. Gwen 27 405, hey everybody. Sharon Harris, I keep topping off my tank since the hurricane, since the other day. Some stations are already out of gas. I'm telling you, this ain't no game. You better get a moped or something. Bicycle. Walmart have water tablets that purify the water to drink. I've seen that. I don't know how I feel about those though. I know what you're talking about because I looked at them just yesterday morning when I did the first video of the morning to let you guys know I was going live to do the long 4-hour survival video. I saw them. I just didn't feel, I don't know. It's something I guess you could have in your pack, but for now, I got this bleach. Okay. All right, Michelle, you said, I don't mention fish meds because I don't want to be labeled. Yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing about the animal meds. Don't. I dig what you're saying, or email me about it, but that's just about the same as me talking about, some of my other tools. You dig what I'm saying? I don't mention them no more because they'll shut your whole video down. Okay, Frederick Crow, please be careful when packing different items together. Certain items react when put together. Example, couple drops of brake fluid from your car on chlorine tabs cause fire. You know what? That is a great piece of advice. That's a great piece of advice. Because if you mix bleach and your dish soap together, you about to have a mess right there. All kind of toxins come out and everything else, and it heats up. So you are right. So thank you, man. Be careful how you pack all of your all of your equipment too. Because like he said, some of this stuff mixed together and become a damn bomb. We don't want that. Okay. Yeah, that was great information. Thank you, Frederick Crow. Gwen 27 says, yep, I have. Stephanie Valdez, Michelle Yee, what is the fish? Okay, we're going to leave that one alone. Garden makeover, a large trash bag for rain, cover if you don't have a tarp. We touched on that yesterday in the 4-hour survival. That's what I'm going to end up changing the title to that too, because that's what it ended up being. 4-hour survival lesson. Okay. Please, dude.
Motion detected at the front door.
Okay, just want to make sure he get it and go. Large trash bag. I said that because some people laugh and say it's just easier to get up and go run from it, and they don't take time to get prepared. In the event they have to stay in a place not good. Amen to that. Amen. You got to be ready to either bunker down or bug out. I'm telling you, I've been on both sides of those where, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm going to see how much longer. I done let a fly in here answering that door. I'm ready to go. Am I staying or am I going? My time is running out. The water is rising. It's getting darker. I start putting all my bug out equipment in my car. I'm about to kiss my house goodbye because I got to go. You got to be ready for both situations. So my giant solar panel setup, that's ready to go. That's ready to rock and roll. Matter of fact, Lady Lead was cleaning the kitchen yesterday. I was doing that video. She kept on pointing. I kept looking to the side. She kept saying, what you going to do with this? So after the video, I had to tell her, I'm going to leave that out till after the storm. Because if we end up sticking around, we're going to need that. Because the power is going to go out as usual. So, okay. Stephanie Valdez says, oh, no. Stephanie Valdez, I'll let Lead touch up on that, but it's too much to type. You can Google it and get a general idea. I'm going to have to look and see what that was. Ladies, hit that alarm on those keys. You be surprised. Okay. Linder Martins, yes, the emergency button on the keys. I was doing that this last night, parking lot country. Everybody was doing it to find their car. Okay, I missed something on there, but that is a good, hey, good morning, baby. I'm just doing a recap that ended up being way too long, as usual. An hour and a half. Okay, I'm going to get off in 2 minutes. I really am. Fish meds, we got 56 people in the house. Good morning, Miss New Orleans Gardner. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for coming in. Just doing a recap on yesterday's 4-hour survival video. Yeah, Miss Linda just came into the house. A beautiful Nest TV just popped in the house. Hey, Lady Liz says, hello, everybody. I would show her, but she's still rocking her little sleep cap. I'm not going to show you, baby. But everybody say, hey, baby. Flip-flops in the garden said, Nick Thomas, I've never had the experience like that, but don't know what you're talking about. But I know what you're talking about. I missed something. Beautiful Nest TV is in the house, y'all. Say hello to Miss Linda and Miss Beautiful Nest TV. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're trying to start getting ready for this storm. So I'm all out of... Good morning, Miss Craft. Oh, everybody say good morning, Lady Led.
Hey, y'all, I'm still yawning.
She says she's still yawning, y'all. All right. Antoinette in the house. Everybody saying good morning to you. Miss Proverbs 31 woman, how you doing this morning? Good to see you. Thanks for catching the live. We just trying to, all of us prepare and share information on how to get through some of these natural disasters, man-made disasters, stuff that's starting to happen a little bit more often than not, okay? Okay. So that pretty much, you guys, that's where we were. Nick Thomas, take care of your personal hygiene. That was touching up on yesterday's video when I told you about your soap, your water, your bleach. You got to do it. Your personal hygiene ain't just to be smelling fresh. Nene60 said, hey. Oh, Linda Martin said, hey too. It just ain't about smelling fresh. It's about fighting germs, bacteria. That will kill you faster than anything. Okay, how you doing, Rose 5150? Good to see you. So I'm just saying, all of this stuff that we touched on, and this is the list that we just made this morning. This is everybody else's ideas to add into these bug out buckets. And remember, the other thing I like about the bug out bucket versus the bug out bag is one person can carry 2 buckets full of life. That's how I look at it. Full of life, stuff that's help you survive. You can carry 2 of those and carry your bug out bag full of dry clothes on your back. Or you might have to carry your baby in the back. You know, leave your back open.
Did you add our table idea to bucket?
What table idea?
Remember when I sat your plate on the bucket? You was like, I forgot about this.
Yeah, I need another bucket. I would love to show them an example. The other example to that bucket. Oh, I don't have to do that either. Look here. The other example to that bucket, the other use is not just to sit on the bucket. Because you can sit on the bucket, that's what one of the uses, but you can also use it. This lady Liz out there, which we do, I just didn't think about it. It's also a table. It becomes a table so you can set stuff so you ain't bent over messing your back up trying to start that fire or bent up trying to eat your food. You just you sitting on one bucket, you turned your other bucket into a table, so you might need to be writing something, telling people where you are. So you just turned that bucket one into a seat, one into a table. Them buckets, they're universal. And you know, Lady Leah said that, did you tell them about you could turn it into a table? Because last night, while I was making the list that I promised to make, she made us dinner and she said, where you want your plate? And I just was like, just set it anywhere. She put that sucker on that bucket. She said, there you go. It's a table now. Turn the bucket into a table. Simple stuff that we don't even think about. Simple stuff. That bucket is everything. Telling you. Okay, flip-flops in the garden. LF73, look above at Nick Thomas. Okay. Take care of your personal hygiene. Fish meds cure some stuff that people don't want to admit they need to have cured. AKA round of applause for leaky faucet. Okay. I'm trying to get away from that because that'll shut us down. Elisa Cone says, get real, walking around like you got a live audience following you. Wait a minute, what is it? Flip-flops in the garden. Lead Farmer 73, look above at Nick Thomas. And then Nick Thomas, what did I miss? Elisa Cone, shit gets real. Walking around like you got a live studio audience follow you. I missed something. Stephanie Valdez, Road 5150, my citrus cuttings have new growth all over. Mine do too. Diva Jones, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button in appreciation for survival tactics. We got 54 watching, 31 likes. Thank you so much, Miss Jones. Thank you. I appreciate that. DD's Pharmacy, good morning. DD's Pharmacy, last night you said something of high importance and I did not write it down. I'm going to have to go back in the live from the 4-hour survival video and write it down. You said something that was epic, and I cannot remember what it was. But I remember I got it because you was in and you was out. You said something important that I need to write down. I got to go back and get it. Okay. Nick Thomas, you see how you getting all these people crying. Don't count yourself out. Okay. Lady Led, make a video. They ask you to make another video. She pop her head in here every blue moon. Cause you know she all about the health. My baby try to keep me healthy and I keep fighting it. I keep fighting it, but she keep me healthy. Okay. Diva Jones, was it the Crisco candle? I missed something. Nick Thomas, you see, Lady Led, Diva Jones, like I said, you're always on before I get there. Oh, DD Pharmacy. Sharon Harris, good morning, Lady Led. They say, okay, DD Pharmacy, I just got here on myself. Was it in the Crisco candle? What was in the Crisco candle? I'm going to make one today. I'm going to do a video today on how I made my my coffee can stove and a Crisco candle. I'm going to do that today. Can you do me a favor, sweetheart? Go look in the wet bar and you will see all those little wicks by the little sink. It's a whole big package of them. I want to show people this. I need to put those in the bucket, actually. Good morning from Cali, Mr. Laird. How you doing, Mary Green? Good morning to you, too. Happy Sunday. Laird Farmer 73. What was it about the candle? Yes. You the one said about the wax, the tuna can. Was that you talking about the tuna can wax candle? Because so many people had so many great ideas, I was getting names mixed up. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, hey, Debbie, how you doing this morning? Gwen says she need Lady Led too. Oh, she says she needs you too for the health. She tried to keep me together. Okay, Diva Jones at Live from 73. You said Dee Dee said something about importance. She mentioned a Crisco candle that burns for days. I was asking if that's what you were referring to. Yes, that's exactly. This fly trying to get some screen time. I let him in when the people came to pick up their tree. Yes, that is it. So this is something I wonder, and I just thought of it just now talking about Crisco candle. Get the fly swatter, tear his ass up. He obnoxious. Okay, look. I bought this online, and this is what I use for my beeswax. But what this is like 200 wicks. 200 wicks, and I think it cost me $3. So you stick this down in a can of Crisco, you can actually use your cotton, your rag. You can use all of that stuff to make a wick too. Tear these or tear your t-shirt and make a wick out of your cotton shirt or your cotton rag. But I bought these a while back to make my candles with my beeswax from my hives. So these don't cost nothing, and that's very valuable. I'm literally going to put those and set those in my, but matter of fact, look, here go one of my bees candles out of an old fruit cup jar. That's pure, real beeswax out of my hive. You can even see still some honey at the bottom that melts down. And you melt it, let it get liquefied, stick that wick down in there and let it harden up. Put a little toothpick across here so it can lean on and stay down there. You got a candle. Put that back in there, and I'm gonna put these wicks in there. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. Flip-flops in the garden. Cotton mops make candle wicks. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. Debbie Thomas Kool-Aid want to see that. I did a salad oil one time, and it came in handy doing a blackout. This stuff is real world stuff that we talking about today. This ain't a whole bunch of gimmicky stuff. And some of the gimmicky stuff that's being said, I say it real quick and move on, because right now lives can be in danger with what we're talking about. So I'm trying to kind of keep it moving on some of the more just jokey joke type supplies. Let me see. Okay, I gotta go. Hubby need my help. Have a nice day, garden makeover. Go help him out. Diva Jones, yeah, Dee Dee got all the tactics. I'm taking her crash course next week. Nick Thomas, Diva Jones, okay, got that. Yes, Miss Craft, tuna can. Miss Craft was the tuna can. Where did you get those wicks from? Amazon. Amazon was like $2 or $3 for 200 wicks. Okay. Reuse small jelly jars and keep and cheap pieces of stored. I keep all of that stuff. Y'all see me. I reuse everything. I really reuse everything. And sometimes before I put something in there, I gotta sniff it. That one is going to have to go. I think this might have been one of my bathroom breaks. Right here. Like I told you. Ugh. Bathroom break. Let's put that on the floor. Told you I reuse everything. You ain't got to buy everything every 5 minutes. Recycle, reuse. Keep that I better put bathroom on the side of that. Okay. Let me finish reusing that. Reuse small jelly jars, a cheap piece of stored candle or homemade wick, and a Crisco. Don't use candle jars or Crisco can because they get hot. Yes, they do. And they make Crisco cans now out of that paper. Like some of the coffee cans is that aluminum and cardboard. They don't make them out of metal no more. You got to get and plastic. Yeah, and out of plastic. You don't want to be burning it fresh out of that can of Crisco that you get, because that's going to melt. You're going to have a mess on your hands, if not cause a fire. Thank you for that. Ty Lily Lead, you can make waterproof matches by dipping the head in hot wax. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to give that a try. See, we're going to try all of this stuff. All of your ideas and all of my know-how, we're going to start working on that, because I said again, this weather ain't going to get no better. And some of this information is just as important as how to grow those tomatoes out there. This is important. Just as important. Okay. Let me see. Oh, got candle makers. That's a great idea. Thank you, Linda Martin. Nick Thomas Led, are you still affected by the hurricane flooding that is coming? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm trying to do my best to get ready. Dee Dee's Pharmacy, Nick Sure traveled down to STL for, okay, gotta keep going. Antoinette, Miss Craft, you dropped some jewels yesterday. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I didn't think about the can opener. Oh, guess what? The can opener that makes the holes for the coffee can. Let me tell you something. I kid you not. Lady Led yesterday said, did you tell him about the can opener for the tuna fish? I said, why didn't I? I was looking right at the bucket. Like, it's sitting right there. I didn't say nothing about that. But I'm going to say this. If you do need a can opener, go buy you a dollar store can opener, put it in your pack. But I'm going to say this. You also can get by opening a can, by taking the can, putting it face down where you're supposed to be opening the lid, scrape it on the concrete. You're going to lose a little bit of juice when it get to it, but that will open the head of that. As soon as you start seeing juice, flip it back open, get your food out of that can. Just a quick idea. I think they made it like that on purpose. Okay, Nick Thomas say cooking breakfast. Okay. Novella, good morning. The lights, the lights will definitely go out in Charleston because of the storm. So I made a couple of peppermint candles last night with soy wax. I'm telling you, good idea. Good idea. We got to stay ready. Keep your rancid oils too. They will make, oh yeah, our cooking oils. Yeah, old cooking grease. That will make, this shirt is itchy as shit. I don't, maybe when I shaved, I was making a mess. I don't know. Um, okay. Field knives will work. Yes, all kind of knives. Keep as many kind of knives as you can get. Great idea on the wax matches, Ty Lily. I am going to try that myself, Ty Lily. Flip-flops in the garden. Nick Thomas, I am trying like heck to move. Hope to be moving to Florida in the next couple of months. Flip-flops in the garden. Looking for a small farm down in Florida. Ty Liddy, Starduster, holla when the food is done. Green Organic Love, they make tuna pouches that they can rip open. No more cans, plus you get more in a smaller space. Green Organic Love, you are correct. You are correct, and it's easier to open them, and it's easier to carry them around. They just a little bit more expensive, but for this situation, it's worth it. That is great information, everybody. They do make tuna fish and some of these canned meats now in the Ziploc little pre-pouches. Look like a little flat Capri Sun or something. So tuna in a bag, chicken in a bag, stuff like that. It's a little bit more pricey where I try to keep it as frugal as possible. But yes, that is a great idea for this situation. So there you go, you guys. Nick Thomas, y'all are amazing. I got to go to work and stare these people with that slanted eye. Much love. See y'all on the next one. Thank you for everything. Flip-flops in the garden. If looking to make a tuna can candle, be sure to get the tuna in oil. Yeah, either tuna in oil or, like I say, that Crisco go a long way. So Green Organic. All right, everybody, let's get out of here. We've been way too long today, way too long. So we're going to get out of here, and I'm going to be honest with you. I am on my way, and I want to thank everybody that donated today. I really do. I really appreciate that because that really helps me do this stuff and show you guys this information. So what I'm going to do, I am on my way to go purchase a few more of these items that I think are insanely ingenious and add them to my bag. So this is what y'all help me do and help me elevate what I'm trying to do. Because there's some things on here that I just totally, just forgot about. Just don't think about. Powdered milk, that was ingenious. Dried beef jerkies, I know about it, but a lot of people don't. That's ingenious. The emergency binder, that hands down is one of the best things. So, antibiotic ointment, I don't know why I don't got none. I guess I do because we use it too much. But thanks everybody, and I want you all to have a wonderful weekend, have a wonderful morning, a wonderful holiday if you celebrate that. Donna D, I buy outdoor solar lights on clearance at Dollar General for 50 cents. We're without electricity for 3 weeks. Brought our lights inside the house. See, it's knowledge like that people don't understand. Put your solar lights outside, and when you need them, you bring them inside. You got an instant solar flashlight, and you don't even know. See, thank you, Donna D, because that's just what I was talking about, where we got survival stuff all around us, and we don't even utilize it. Survival tactics all around us, and we don't even utilize it. All right, have a nice one, Mary Green. Ty Lily says, Led, have you tried using dryer lint as a fire starter in your own? Yeah, for my beehives, we do that all. Matter of fact, we save our dryer lint in a bucket on top of my dryer for such an occasion. Yes, I do. That's a true story. Yep, solar lights. Your outdoor solar lights, like Donna D said, can be used as a normal, regular flashlight. Let it sit outside and get that sunlight and bring it in the house and use it when you need it. When you When you don't need it, you got a switch on it. Most of them do. Cut it off. When you need it, cut it on. It'll last forever. All right. Antoinette, thanks, Led. Have a great finish to your weekend. I will. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be heading to the doctor's soon. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your time. Be safe. Don't be stupid. If you don't believe in any of this stuff that I'm talking about, I wish you all the luck in the world. That's all I'm saying about that. So be safe, be careful, try not to be stupid, and pay attention to your surroundings. I can't stress that enough in these situations. Because somebody, I'm going to tell you how valuable you are, whether for the good or for the bad. Everybody around you wants something from you, for the good or for the bad. That's why you got to pay attention to what that is. This person wants to rob you. This person wants to help you. This person wants to rape you. This person wants to kill you. Pay attention to your surroundings, because all of those intentions ain't good. And in these type situations, everybody is out of their element, out of their safety zone, out of their comfort zone. So you have to turn into, I don't want to say soldier. You just got to be on your shit and pay attention to your surroundings. Never let the hands go of your kids. Keep their hands. Don't let them go for nothing. Don't let them go to the bathroom by themselves. I see that too much. As a man, I'll be in a bathroom in a grocery store and see some little 5-year-old next to me pissing up the wall. His mama out there on the cell phone. You don't know who's in this bathroom. Every time I want to just choke one of them fuckers out. Are you foaming at the mouth? Do you set this baby off? Man, I'd rather, when my babies was babies, I'd rather my kid go there and open the car door, piss right there on the sidewalk before I let my baby go in the bathroom by herself. You coming in here with daddy. I'm not leaving. I'm not trusting my baby to nobody. I won't let my baby go to the bathroom by herself when we was even in church. You come on, baby. My baby girl, my baby boys, y'all coming with me. I don't care what gender the bathroom say. My baby got to pee, or they can piss right there on the grocery bags. I don't care what it's going to be. Don't let your kids, don't let them go. During situations like this, never let go of their hand. Because it only take you to blink and look over that way that quick for some freak to take your baby. Because everything is in pandemonium. It's noise, it's fear, it's wind, it's rain. And that creep in the darkness is staring, waiting on you like a panther in the dark for you to lay down. As soon as you look away, they take something of yours that you need. Pay attention to your surroundings. Take care of your kids during these rough times. All right, I'm going to get out of here. LF73, I love all of y'all. Please be safe. I love you. Take care, and I'm out. I'm going to go pick up some of these items, and then I'm going to do a video on how to make that wax candle and how to make that coffee can stove, because it's cheap, it's easy, and it is effective. I love you, and I am out. Thank you, guys.